All right. Hey guys, welcome back. All right, so Aries, in particular, today is kind of an awesome special day because my Aries birthday is today. And although I usually think more about his birthday as like the day that I got to bring him home after he was weaned. But in any case, yes, I'm talking about my dog, Aries, in case you're new to my channel. But today is just very near and dear to my heart. But I think in June is when I will officially celebrate. I usually put up a little backdrop of him and we do some little celebrations. But I just got over some lung issues just because asthma gets flared up. So normally I would celebrate today and do some card pulls, but I think we're going to wait until June just because I'm barely out of the woods. So, but I'm thinking very much of my baby today. And he's behind me right now. So if you hear a little huffing and grunting, it's my Aries. Pleasurable partnerships, mutual exchange. All right. This looks beautiful for our Aries. This looks like today could be a day for connections. Today could be a day for beautiful energy of like paying more attention to someone either that Aries respects, admires. There's got to be a mutual vibe here. We have Vision Quest. Scorpio got this card as well, although they got a different Sacred Horse Oracle card. This feels to me with the mutual exchange and the Vision Quest that it's almost like Aries and another person are starting to recognize that this is maybe a soul connection, a soul tie, or that there is a relationship that's so much more meaningful than what either recognized at the very beginning. This could be someone is trying to figure out who Aries is to them. They could be taking that Vision Quest. Nine of Cups, because it's like, man, every time I think of that Aries, like I feel warm, I feel golden. I feel this awesome glow. I feel this amazing energy surrounding me. We've got the Action of Swords. Somebody's about to do something impulsive. Maybe that's why they're asking themselves, what does this mean? Why is it that I'm so like happy, excited, contented to be around this Aries? What is it about them that makes me feel so bonded to them? It may very well be that they're about to like ask themselves that question so they can justify taking an action. They miss Aries when Aries isn't around. They miss Aries even if it's just like, it's been 5 hours since I talked to them. It does feel like somebody is starting to recognize I need this Aries energy in my life. Sure, this could be Aries as well, but because of the partnership aspect, I really can't tell. And right now we don't have any Aries here, right? We have someone who could be a water sign, they could be an earth sign, or they could be an air sign. That's what we have, but we have no fire at all. So I'm going to say that this is them, not Aries. Now, because it's all minor arcana, I'm not going to, pinpoint which of those signs they may be yet. Inspiration of Cups, yeah, they definitely are about to go ahead and tell Aries that they got the feels, like the real feels. They got the loving feels. This isn't just friends. It might have started out that way. Might have started out as even, two people enjoying going out on some dates, but it's actually like they're realizing this is touching my heart. This isn't just casual companionship, or this isn't just, my next door neighbor that I enjoy talking to a little bit. And this isn't just like a work colleague that I vaguely know. And, we are the dream team when we work together. This is like, I'm feeling emotions. I've been trying to figure out what this means, and I'm realizing what it means. Hierophant sideways. They're not trying to jump ahead. By the way, now we could say that they could be a Taurus. They're not trying to jump ahead and say, I think I'm supposed to marry this Aries. I mean, this says, even if they know it internally, they may not jump ahead to say all of that. But you notice that we have those two keys that are unlocking this very like important book of life or book of love. This has a spiritual component to it. This is somebody who's very well aware, after thinking about it for a little length of time, they're very aware that Aries is a heck of a lot more than just someone to date. Aries is a heck of a lot more important to them than maybe anybody they've ever been around. This is hitting right there in the heart space. Oh, this is beautiful. Aries, I'm so happy for Aries. We have Strength card upright. This is giving them the courage now. The courage to have thought this through, have come to the conclusion that this is important, and they got to reach out to Aries and tell Aries this now. And they have the courage to do it. Literally reaching out. They may do this in person, eyeball to eyeball, or they may, like reach out with the glowing symbol of the infinity symbol there on their hand. It could be through like an electronic like flow of energy, but it could also be that Aries is already picking up on this vibe from them. I doubt it's just Aries feeling this way, or excuse me, that it's just them feeling this way. I would doubt that Aries does not feel it as well, because you can see that these two horses are, kind of like leaning in, touching snout to shoulders. And it's just like Aries and this person could, when they're around each other, they could have a tendency to like, feel each other's energy flow, even if they're not actually touching. There could be that sense of the other person's presence. They definitely feel that way about Aries. Like they feel Aries' presence. They feel when Aries is too far away from them as well. And that feels cold and lonely. If Aries has been in a situation where they're in close quarters with this person, I'm picturing Aries and this person like driving together in a car, a vehicle. And it's like, once Aries is not in the car with them anymore, it's like, oh my God, this feels like this weird, vacant, empty, like, the feeling of an empty swimming pool. You know how it's kind of like, wow, this feels like the loneliest place ever. It's kind of that when Aries energy goes away. That song, Every Time You Go Away, You Take a Piece of Me With You. Love that song. I don't know, it's an 80s track. I can't think who sings it. We've got the World in the reverse. I almost think that this is either someone who's going to ask Aries to stay. If they were dating Aries, this is getting serious. They might be about to ask Aries to move in. They might be about to ask Aries, like, don't leave again. Don't go so far away. If this has been a long distance relationship, this could be somebody who wants Aries to move in with them permanently. Like, hey, how do you feel about this? I want to broach the subject, because this is, otherwise it can be long distance travel. This is like, I don't want any more of that. This can also be a card of endings and new beginnings, but I don't feel like it's a new beginning. I feel like it's a deepening of a connection, because there's an acknowledgement of how important this actually is. So it's not new. It's not like, oh, wow, I never thought of them this way. This person already knows Aries is really important to them, whoever this is. And it does feel like it's about love and romance, to me anyway. We have a Two of Swords that is sideways. Aries is halfway aware of this and halfway like not putting all their focus and attention on this. We've got a King of Cups in the reverse. It almost feels like Aries is saying, they haven't shown me that. They haven't said that to me out loud. Why is the King of Cups in the reverse when we start talking to Aries? We've got a Nine of Wands in the reverse. Okay, if Aries ever dealt with a karmic that was emotionally unavailable, they perhaps still have a wound surrounding that, and that could make them a little bit unsure of their own, like, can I read what's in front of me? This Aries might say, look, I don't take anything for granted. I don't assume that I know what anybody means. If they don't tell me expressly, if they don't open up and show me their heart, I learned, because I had an ex in the past that turned out to have been my karmic, I learned, don't imagine that somebody has a ton of emotions for you, and that one day they'll show them, and that you should just put up with, breadcrumbs, or you should tolerate somebody that can't open up and tell you how important they are and really take action to bring you into their life. Because I did that before, and all I got for it was hurt. Some people aren't going to open up. Some people don't have that capacity to love anybody but themselves. So I know better than to imagine that somebody really cares about me if they have not made me a priority in their life yet. Honestly, I think that's super wise for our Aries in this, right? They don't count on anything that, if somebody really wants this Aries, they really have to put in the effort, the work. They have to show up in Aries life. They have to be truly able to express themselves, give love. Aries is not going to, try to pry them open like a damn oyster shell to try to, figure out what they feel inside. It's like, if somebody wants you, they'll pursue you. And Aries is really content with that. This is not an Aries who is like wounded or hurt. They may say, oh yeah, this person might have a ton of emotions, but until the day they show it to me, and for all I know, they never will, I'm not stressing out. That's not my worry. They can show me how they feel about me, if they feel a certain way. But unless that happens, I'm not worried about it. It feels like Aries is not blocking it, nor are they spending too much time considering this, which again, I just think is really wise. We've got Lovers sideways, Gemini energy. This could definitely feel like a long distance relationship. Because it's sideways, Aries could have been keeping their options open to a certain extent. They could have been saying, yeah, I'm having a nice time with this person. I don't know what's going to happen, where it's going to go, and I'm not going to try to sort all that out. I let things play out. I'm not going to chase somebody around and try to, get them to pledge undying love, or ask them, so what's happening with us? Where are we going? What are we doing? I let them decide what to do, but I'm not off the market, even if I'm dating somebody, unless they are expressly making sure that I'm off the market. I think this Aries has learned how to not like live in any fantasy land, and how to not assume that people have earned more right to their loyalty unless they've actually earned it. This is Aries in their strongest energy. I am a Queen of Wands. I have many choices. I have many people in this world that would like to be with me. I only give my time and attention to the people that I choose to, but I don't try to lock things down with someone who is not trying to lock it down with me. So I'm a free agent. There are other people that approach me. I figure out what I want to say, what I want to do. If someone hasn't broached a subject with me of, telling me what they want with me, and how, whether or not I'm important to them, then I don't need to feel like they need to be a priority for me either. This is not to be rude. I know I kind of said it in ways that sounded rude, but I'm trying to just get through all the sugar-coated language and just get to the heart of the matter. Because the Queen of Wands is very warm. She'll always advocate for what she wants. She'll always do what she truly wants, but she will not give what, she won't give more than what she's getting in return. She won't try to force, well, because I want this, that means I'm going to have it, even if you're not able to give me, equal. She doesn't overgive. She keeps everything in balance as long as it suits her. If a lighthearted connection with somebody she's attracted to doesn't suit her, she wouldn't do it. She's not getting overly attached. So this Aries is still very much a free agent in this storyline. And even though I think this Aries really likes this person, I think there's a mutual attraction, mutual bond. It could be really great, but it's actually this other individual who has to take the big steps toward approaching our Aries. They don't seem to have any problem with that, but they don't want this to be a casual connection. I feel like they do not want Aries to be that free agent that they have been. Let me ask this: do they know that that's how Aries has seen this relationship or situationship? The Tower, yeah, and they want to put a stop to the way it's been. They're dropping their ego. They're about ready to literally reveal how much they really want to think of having a connection with Aries, and that, asking Aries, do you want that connection with me? Just with me? Can it just be the two of us? Even though on one hand, I think they know if Aries doesn't, then they can't be with Aries, because I don't think this person can tolerate the idea of Aries like dating other people. That's just it. That's the big change. And they are like not, their ego's not in the way, but this doesn't work for them anymore. The idea of how much they like Aries, how much they miss Aries energy. Well, truth be told, they already do think of Aries as the person that they would want to marry. They have a lot of respect, a lot of passion, a lot of beautiful energy toward our Aries. They see Aries as someone who can really succeed at anything in life. If Aries is a business person, they're like, God, Aries is amazing. Whatever function Aries has in life, they do it really well. If they grow a garden, they're like, man, Aries grows a nice garden. If Aries is a business owner, God, they're so talented. They have a lot of respect. They see Aries as someone that they would be so lucky to be the other half of that relationship. Not like they're trying to hop in on Aries like business or something so they can have just like an affluent partner, but you can see that they're just very connected to Aries. Aries impresses them a great deal. Who wouldn't want to be with an Aries? This loving, this warm-hearted, this attractive, this sexy, this accomplished. They see Aries as a long-term partner. Five of Wands, they don't want to say too much about that and scare Aries off, though. But they do want to make this a serious connection and make sure that you're on the same page as me, right? So when are they saying this to Aries? Because it looks like this whole storyline is them kind of, asking themselves, when do I say this? When do I tell Aries that this is a connection that it's got to go the way I want it to, which is Aries, it's just you and me, right? You're picking me, I'm picking you. I said, when are they going to do this? We've got Gemini energy. I don't feel like they're waiting until Gemini season. I just feel like they're ready to pluck the key to open up their heart like now. And the next time they get to see Aries, they may be trying to do this, or they may be trying to set up a time, or even make it kind of special, make it kind of a if there haven't been like official romantic dates, I feel like there's going to be a date that feels much more romanticized. Something where it's like they want to show Aries like, this is me showing you my heart. This is me opening up emotionally. This is me laying some parts of myself there on the table for you to see what I'm trying to offer you. I don't know if this has been a particularly romantic relationship up until now. It's been a bond. It's been great. But it hasn't been like the merging, even for Aries. Aries is like, yeah, they, we like each other. We go out on dates. We maybe have intimacy, but as far as hearts go, we still haven't locked it down. And even here, it's like there's this closeness, there's this bond. It feels like a physical bond, but it doesn't feel like one that has gone to the, like, I'm giving you my whole heart and access to my heart until now. That's really beautiful. All right, I'm going to leave this one here. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. Bye for now.